the fabulous Las Cruces Studios. Yes, I'm here to give you a wonderful 30 minutes of action-packed, baby. Yes, you heard it. Action-packed down at the Las Cruces Studios. Hey, I want to thank you guys one more time for joining with us. I heard everything went well last week, yes? And did you enjoy the guests? I did. And did you enjoy the food? That was a trick question because only I could taste it. Yeah, and it was delicioso. Yeah, so anyway, you guys know what's about to happen. It's about to be live and hot down here at the Las Cruces Studios. Yep, you got it. You're on, you're hot with Serving It Up with Joe Nathan. Yes, and I've got a great show here tonight for you. And, you know, we're just going to have a great time, have a little conversation, poke a little fun, try a little few things. You know, I can't tell it all. I can't release it all right here, but I just want you to know that we have a great time today. Hey, how sunny was it today? I'm not sure exactly what the temperature was, but it was beautiful. And I want you to say, Liz, take a few moments every morning now and just stand somewhere in Las Cruces and find out where the Oregon Mountains are. And I want you to take a few moments and watch the sunrise. These are moments that we miss, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you can say it. You missed it. You missed it last week. You missed it sometime last month. But I want you from now on, I want you to take a few moments now and just watch those mountains. And as the sunrise, take a few, sips of coffee or whatever you take in the morning. But, you know, you kind of be easy now. Have a great time watching the sunrise. Listen, we forgot how to breathe sometimes. We forgot how to share. We forgot how to love. But down at this show, Serving It Up with Joe Nathan, it's always going to be some way, somehow, I'm going to get into the hearts and minds and empowerment of people. Yes, that's what it's going to be. All right, I'm about to get to my desk. Got to get to my desk. Got to get to my desk. Yep, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Got to get to the desk. But I want you to know there's going to be some great things. And I want to give greetings to everyone that's in the Las Cruces area. That's in Deming. That's in TRC. Even El Paso and all across the world. Every individual who might view this, okay? Listen, this is a good show. It's a great show. It's a happy show. It's full of music. Why? Because I'm full of music. Yeah, I love music, all right? So also, cars and, good time, very, very little on the parties. I kind of shy away from that because it's, you never know who's going to show up at the party. It might be somebody that's going to, be a party stopper. But anyway, you know how that goes. But hey, I got somebody exciting with me today. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to put your hands together and glue your eye to the screen because I've got with me the one and only, over 17 years right here in Las Cruces, I've got Mr. Ronnie Sisneros. Did I say that right? Ronnie Sisneros? Blessings and peace and favor be with you, my brother. It is so good, and I thank you so much for coming on down to the Las Cruces Studios. He is our city. He is running, I'm already prophesying that, huh? He's running for City Council in District 5, ladies and gentlemen, District 5. He is running for it, and he's getting ready for it. And guess what? He is ready for this city. How do I know that? Because he took time to come and see us down at the Las Cruces Studios. Where? On Serving It Up with Joe Nathan. Hey, I'm honored and I'm happy to have you here. If you will, Mr. Ronnie Sisneros, thank you so much once again for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Taking out your busy day, the things that you have to deal with, work with, people you have to deal with, people you have to work with. Thank you for coming on down here. Hey, give us just a peek, a little window of who Mr. Ronnie Sisneros is.
Ronnie Sisneros is individual. I was originally born in Roswell, New Mexico.
Okay,
the city of the aliens.
Yes.
Went to school there, and I always came to Las Cruces when everybody and a lot of people in southern New Mexico would come to Las Cruces because back in the late 70s, early 80s, Las Cruces was the place to go for concerts here at the Pan Am Center, and they had big headliners. Anybody that you might see in California. Or these bigger cities, Denver, Chicago, LA, you'd be able to see them here at Pan Am.
Wow, at the Pan Am Center.
Yes, And so
Yes.
everybody would generally kind of come to Las Cruces back then, and
Okay.
I was one of them. I'm married.
Yes.
I'm married. Me and my wife moved down here. I used to be a union member.
Okay.
United Food and Commercial Workers Union is what I was when I was a young man.
Yes.
And I did that for many years. And then when the union left, I went to school there in Roswell, and then I completed my degree in occupational therapy, and I am a licensed occupational therapy assistant.
Okay.
After that, I got a job here immediately in Las Cruces. Me and my wife moved here, and then the kids came, and then of course all of my grandchildren were born here in Las Cruces.
Wow.
Other than one of them, which is the oldest one. She was born in Roswell.
In Roswell.
Yes, my
So-
oldest grandchild. Yeah.
Okay, so what made you, or what was the thing that drew you to Las Cruces? What was it?
Well, Las Cruces is a beautiful city.
Yes,
it is. It's a gorgeous city. It's right here at the precipice between literally the beginning of the desert and the hard desert, really, to where it is really desert. But we still have the Oregon Mountains, and which is gorgeous to look at.
Oh, yes.
And Las Cruces is growing. Las Cruces is growing by leaps and bounds. When I used to come here in the 80s, I have to admit, Las Cruces was very small.
It was.
It was maybe about 35,000, 39,000
Yes.
people. It was very small.
Yeah.
When my brothers got out of the Navy, they came here to NMSU, got their degrees, and then they went on to other stuff.
Yeah.
And so Las Cruces is significantly grown over this.
Yes. I've seen it leaps and bounds. Almost every 5 years, I've seen a lot of significant changes here.
Exactly.
And I've been here over 32 years myself.
Yes.
And now, okay, so how many grandchildren do you have?
10 grandchildren.
Wow, I've got 7.
Yes.
I'm trying to catch up, and I'm telling the kids, hurry up.
Yes.
No.
My grandchildren are the apple of my eye.
I know it.
They
I know
surely
it.
are.
Yes.
Me and my wife, a lot of things that we attend all of their games,
Wow.
all of their volleyball, their basketball, their flag football, and all of our telephones are full of pictures and videos.
Wow.
And both of us just enjoy them so much.
That is called memories, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Man, awesome. And so, you know what? You running, I'm going to say this, you running for city council.
Yes, sir.
Men like yourself who like to share those kind of moments and share that kind of intimacy with the public, they are really needed. Because I just have to say it, you know, family is so important. And we need people who love family.
Yes.
And what you've exhibited just by sharing that with me, it's awesome, man. I thank you so much. So I hear there's a lot of things coming this way, and on top of that, so I heard that you were doing some things that you were working with, like, or you heard some things about film and things of such.
Oh yes, the New Mexico, as well as Las Cruces,
Yes.
has had the film industry come here many times.
Yes.
Come here many times. And I have to admit, I was tempted many times. I was tempted many times because I'd see it in the newspaper.
Yes.
That the local newspaper that they had put out that they were looking for people to have bit parts in movies that were being done not only in Las Cruces but the surrounding area. Yes. But the studio and all needless to say, they'd stay here in Las Cruces.
Right.
I never did follow through with that.
Okay.
But it's exciting.
So what are you expecting? What have you actually heard, and what are you expecting out of the film industry?
Well, I would like them to. I think that it's a win-win for everybody.
It is
in a certain respect.
Yes.
It's a win-win as long as the people of Las Cruces, if it's done and it's portrayed in a good way.
I like that.
I understand that they have certain things that.
Of course, Hollywood is Hollywood.
Exactly. That they have to accomplish.
Yes.
That they have to accomplish But Las Cruces is Las Cruces, and I'm a proud New Mexican. I was born here in New Mexico.
Right.
And I have a sense of the pride, the heritage,
Yes.
the pride, the heritage, the religion, the customs, the traditions. I think it makes you who you are. And,
it does.
And it represents who you are. And especially as you get older, you transfer very same traditions and customs to your grandchildren as well.
You're right. You're right. Well, you know what they're calling it, right? They're calling Hollywood Mexawood.
No, I haven't heard that.
Yes, I heard it a couple of times, and you know, you're looking at it. I'm an actor myself, okay?
Yes,
yes, I'm an actor myself, and I'm signed under DME Talent Agency under Mrs. Deidre Michelle, and she's located at the Cottonwood Mall down in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yes. So that was a shout out for Miss Deidre. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, I think the film industry will bring a lot of promise to this area because number one, there's so much talent in New Mexico alone that I have witnessed for myself, and it's phenomenal. All of the passion, the music, the power that's right here in not only Las Cruces but the surrounding area.
Yes, absolutely.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so let me ask you this: how did you get into politics?
Well, I've always been an activist of some sort my entire life. I've always been an individual that was that I didn't believe in sitting there on the sidelines.
Yes.
That if there's something's going on and you need to do something about it, then I'm more than willing to let's do something about it, whatever the problem may be. You know, I did that in elementary school, middle school, high school, and I believe in advocating for people that really can't take care of themselves.
That's awesome.
They can't take care of themselves, such as you know, people that are suffering from mental illness in one respect. You know, I've as an occupational therapy assistant, I work in a long-term care facility. And have been doing that. I'm not now. I work in home health now.
Yes.
But in a facility, you see a lot of people that suffer from that, and and it imparts something on you that what you want to do about that.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And so it's proactive. And so one of the reasons that there's so many reasons of why I decided to run. There's so many reasons of why I decided to run.
Yeah.
I would think first and foremost is for my grandchildren, because I want my grandchildren to have what I had, which means the freedom to live your life, to make your own choices.
Yes.
To make your own choices, not to be judged by the color of your skin.
Awesome.
But to be judged rather by your ability, because in this country, you can succeed.
Yes.
You absolutely can succeed. Because I was brought up in a very poor family. We didn't have a lot.
That's right.
We did not have a lot at all. And you know, I worked in the fields, and as all of my brothers and all of my cousins worked in the fields in the summer because you didn't have no money.
Right.
And so, so the natural progression of things is you want your children and grandchildren to have better than what you had.
Yes, yes. So, that is a great principle to have, and a solid structure, of course, because that can only come from people who have foundation. Now, our foundations weren't built like everyone else's. That made us individuals. And upon us being individuals, it gave us something, I guess, to help us be suitable and have a stable something that people can watch and see. And watching us and knowing us and understanding us, it's a great value, or how can I say, not just a value. It creates an atmosphere where people can have something to look forward to out of what you do, the content of your character, if I can say that. Okay, one quick question. What do you plan to do that's different than others, and how can they, when I say they, your viewers, how can they come to where you are and who you are? If you can answer that.
Well, if number one, as one of the many reasons why I decided to run for city council is because I do not feel, through living here after 17 years, that the people are appropriately represented.
All right.
No, they're not. They're not represented. Right. There are individuals within city council, as well as the school board. Although I'm not running for school board, I'm running for city council. But decisions that are being made are totally contrary to the will of the people.
Yes.
And those people are supposed to be elected and follow the will of the people that elected them within the respective districts. And so what I want to do is I want to listen to what the people are saying in these districts.
Yes.
What is important to them? And the things that I have heard is, number one, taxes. We are so overtaxed here in Las Cruces and in New Mexico that it's ridiculous.
Right.
You know, and some of these things can be stopped. And what I mean by that is these numerous amount of bond issues and bond issues that in my opinion they are addressed to social agenda issues that have nothing to do with Las Cruces.
Awesome.
Nothing to do with Las Cruces. Number two, what about jobs here in Las Cruces?
Right.
You know what? My grandchildren are my oldest right now. She's in high school. And do I want her to leave here in New Mexico? She was born here. I don't want her to leave New Mexico. I don't want her to leave to some far and away different state. I want her to even live here. And so, but what are her potentials? Yes, she can go. There are so many colleges here.
Yes.
There's so many colleges here, but what are the biggest employers that are here in Las Cruces? We have the schools, and then we have healthcare, and then what else is there? In other words, in terms of industry, you know, to where a person can. How I measure a livable wage is if a person can have a family, have children, and does your wife have to work at the same time just to pay bills, and are you having to live week to week
making ends meet?
Making ends meet, and I mean, are you just not having enough money for anything? And what I mean is, let's get some comparable wages down here.
Yes.
You know, let's get some comparable wages, and that can be instructed. That can there's an ordinances that can address this.
Right.
Because as City Council, one of their goals and actually job description is budget reconstruction.
Right.
And utilization of that budget and distributing the budget for the safety and the prosperity of the people of Las Cruces.
All right.
And that's what I want, safety and prosperity and common sense approach to municipal government.
All right.
Let's get some common sense back in here, you know. All of these knee-jerk reactions that have been done that is regarded this some social agenda that has nothing to do with Las Cruces.
Right.
Even New Mexico for that matter.
Right.
And then they bring in this social agenda. We all got to think this way. And if you don't think this way, then there's something wrong with you. That's just not correct.
Okay.
That's just not right. How can we live like that?
Understood. Matt, great answers. Awesome answers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our time for the first half. But after we come back, we've got some excitement coming your way. And I want to say to everyone, listen, pull out your magnifying glass and go around Las Cruces. Mr. Ronnie Sisneros is on point, and he's running for City Council, District 5. We'll be back after the break.
Hello, I'm Eloy Francisco Macha, candidate for School Board District 3. It is paramount for our schools in preparing our students for their pursuits, including university, trade school, or direct work, amongst others. Our school system needs to continuously meet the needs, skills, and demands of the evolving modern workforce. Join me in accelerating the modernization of our school systems to further prepare our students for the workforce of the future. I'm Eloy Francisco Macha, School Board District 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Serving It Up with Joe Nathan at the fabulous Las Cruces Studios. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, polls are open, and I'm here with Mr. Ronnie Sisneros, and he is running for City Council at District 5. Once again, I thank you so much for being here with me, Ronnie.
Yes.
And listen, I've got my way of voting, okay? If you want my vote, if you want my vote, there's some things you got to know.
Okay.
We mentioned some things earlier about music.
Yes.
How many in the world, listen, I believe that probably about 85% of people were born because of certain music. Would you agree to that?
I would agree to that.
Man, I agree to that. Oh my God, there was some things going on with some music. Woo! My God, it was amazing. Yes?
Yes, I would agree.
All right, so hey, we got some music, and I am a music man. And I hear that you're a music man, and I know that you love some great music.
Yes, I do.
And so I got some things I want to see if you know. Now, if you know these, I'm telling you, I'm going to vote for you.
Okay.
I hope I get it. I am going to vote. Ronnie Sisneros is my man if he can get this. Okay. All right, let it rip. Number one, I want to see, this portion is called Serving It Up with Joe Nathan's Name That Tune.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this? Ronnie, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Hold on, Chris. I need a shot of Ronnie's face. Let me see if Ronnie is ready. Let me see on your face. You ready? All right, let's rock and roll. Here's number one. Let me see. Name this tune.
Okay.
Cut.
It sounds familiar.
It sounds familiar. Come on now, you bet. Oh, Ronnie.
It wasn't enough time.
Oh, that's enough. Hit it one more time for him, Chris.
Stevie Wonder.
There you go. What's the name of the song?
Oh my goodness.
Do
I do? There you go. There
Yeah.
you
All right, number two.
Okay.
Hit it.
I like it so far.
Yeah. Come on. Who is that?
I'm trying.
Let it play a little bit, Chris. This is a hard one,
Oh,
baby.
I'm trying.
Cut.
3 nights ago, I was at a disco. I was going to bump. I was ready to go.
He ain't gonna get this one. All right.
I don't-
That ain't gonna bump no more.
By who?
That's by. That's with Joe Tex.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm running your back on this.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a music man, man.
Yeah.
All right, next one, Chris. All right, he got 1 out of 1. 1 out of 1. Number 3. Come on, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Woo!
The singer is. Oh my
Come on,
gosh.
baby.
I could see him because the lead singer might be my cousin.
Yeah.
The lead singer. Oh my.
Woo! Just name the song. Cut.
Get down tonight with.
Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down tonight, baby.
I see the name right there, but I can't think of
Woo,
what
woo,
it is. Casey and the Sunshine Band. There you go. There you go.
Mr. Ronnie. Okay.
That's it.
I'm gonna let you have that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna say 2 out of 1. 2 out of 1. All right, number 4, man.
Okay.
Come on, let's get it. Woo. We mentioned some songs now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Huh? This is a good Low Rider song.
Rick Jones. Rick James.
And now Rick James.
That's not Rick James. That's not Rick James.
Nope. Woo! Come on, baby.
That's not.
What you got?
I remember the song big time, but I can't.
You gonna get it?
remember the-
One more guess.
Okay, if it's not Rick James. Not
Let it whip. Let it whip.
Not sliding the family song.
Nope.
No.
One more guess. All right, I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah, yeah.
The Days Band.
Oh, the Days Band.
Yeah, or Daz Band.
Days Band. Okay.
All right, number 5, Chris. That's 2 out of 2, baby. 2 out of 2. Yo, hey, remember, we got here we go.
That's the jefe. Vicente Fernandez.
Now, bad for Black
Yeah, that's it. And, oh, for the raza, first thing you have to do is you have to get a big old 40 right there.
Who is it again?
Vicente Fernandez.
That's it. You got it. Ding, 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 ding,
Oh, yeah.
ding. 3 out of 2, baby.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
What's the name of the song?
El Che.
Nah, one more. No.
Oh,
Say it.
No. It's,
Este amor apasionado.
He got a
Oh, yes.
He can sing.
volver.
Ronnie can sing.
Yeah. Oh,
got it,
yes.
man.
I hear that song all the time.
Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. Number 6. Let's get it.
Okay.
Here we go. You ready?
Go. I'm ready for it.
You know,
Tina Turner.
Woo! Tina Turner.
Oh, yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. What's the name of the
Oh, yeah.
song?
from
Tina
us,
Turner. Oh, my
nice
old grandchildren love
and
this
easy.
song.
There's just one thing. We say,
Rolling.
Rolling.
We
Rolling.
never
Rolling on what?
Rolling on
nice.
on the high side.
Oh, what?
We always do it nice.
Oh,
Rolling in the river.
rolling on there.
There you
Ding,
go.
ding, ding, ding.
There you go.
He got it, baby.
Rolling on.
All right, that's 4 out of 2. Next song. Let's go, Chris.
Okay.
How's that? How's this fun? Oh, come on now. Oh, who is this? Woo!
Ooh, you're going way back there.
Yeah, baby.
That's 70s for sure.
Yeah. Who is this group?
Remember the group? Temptation. No?
Who did before them?
Before this? Yeah, you got to give me a tip. Have you seen her?
One
Okay.
month ago today,
Not the miracles. No.
Nope, not
was
the One more. Ooh.
now
You got to give me more.
Oh!
to the movies, make it to the mall.
I got
The
the.
Charlottes, baby!
Sorry.
4 to 3! 4 to 3. Okay, here we go. I know you know
There you
this
go.
one.
Okay. Let me see. Who's this? Let me see. Oh, yeah, I know the song for sure. Let me see. Is that who is it? Who is that? Shaft. Shaft by.
That sounds like a good Shaft song, but it's not Shaft.
That's not Shaft? I thought that was Shaft for sure. Let me see.
Here, that guitar.
Let me see. That's not Marvin Gaye. No, it's not Marvin Gaye.
No, my. That's 2. You got one more. Oh my God.
That's Temptation.
There you go.
There you go. That's Temptation. Well, you got to give me a little bit of time. That's
You got it. You said you love music,
Yeah,
man.
yes.
This is some of the greatest music in the world.
Yes, that's
Next
fantastic.
one, Chris. Next one. We got less than a minute and a half to go. Come on, you.
I know this song. I remember this song in high school. I really do. The song was called Cherry, and it was and it was Get Your Funky Music.
Oh, play the funky music, white boy.
That's it.
All right, next. Come on, who is this?
Who is this? Slime on the Stone,
Nope.
maybe?
The hottest band in the city.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
There you go.
There you go. I think that's September.
Yeah, September, baby. Oh, that's,
I gotta need to get an extra
right.
point. I need to get an extra point on that.
You got an extra point on
Yeah,
that
I
one.
got-
Okay, last one of the day.
Okay.
Oh, that was it. That was it. That was it. Ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. 8 out of 3.
Okay.
I gave you an extra point. That's why it's 8 out of 3. I'm counting.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ronnie Sisneros. He is the man. Hey, man, I really appreciate you coming down and having a great time with us down at the Las Cruces Studios on Serving It Up with Joe Nathan. I am your host. I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. Once again, we have Mr. Ronnie Sisneros with us, and he is running for City Council, and he is running for District 5. Ladies and gentlemen, the polls are open. Mr. Ronnie, if you will, say a quick, just 2 seconds, whatever you want to leave with the audience, and thank you so much for joining us.
Well, I'd like to thank you first, Joe Nathan, for inviting
Yes,
me down
sir.
here, and it's been a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, sir.
And has been a fun time here for tonight.
Awesome.
I would like to say to the people here in Las Cruces, now is the time to get up and vote. As they say in Spanish, es hora de levantarse. Now is the time to stand up, porque eso son bastante. Enough is enough, and we need to get out and vote. If you want your voice to be heard, you need to get out and vote. Early voting began October 5th, and it's going to run the rest of the month. On November 2nd is the regular election. You can contact the Doña Ana County Clerk at telephone number 647-7421 and ask for the Bureau of Elections, and then they will guide you exactly where you can go vote at that's most closely related to where you live within the city.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ronnie. Well, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, that's my time. Blessings, peace, and favor be upon you and your home. You pray for us, and we'll pray for you. Have a great evening.